Michael Bumgarner leading him to green here. Side by side, 2x2, 350 plus cubic inches of twisted steel and sex appeal here at America's most famous short track tonight. And Bumgarner slingshots to the lead with Chase Dixon right behind.
Michael Bumgarner tells him to lead that first lap. Then it's Chase Dixon, P2, back to Billy Snodgrass. That's the top three. Helio Meza in that 27, he snuck up in there.
Helio Meza kind of in the catbird seat. Look at Akinori Ogata trying to drive down on the bottom side of Blaine Harrison.
See Michael Bumgarner stepping out. Pretty significant lead so far. A couple of car lengths back to the 0-7.
Oh, Meza, he gets into the back of him. Sorry, didn't mean to step over you there, but it looked like the 14 of Akinori Ogata. He is tired of waiting. Patience is not a virtue here. Again, it's just 10 laps in. It's 30 laps to go, but had him all kinds of crossed up. Colby Higgins in that race car. Right in front of the leaders, and it's 3 wide in the front right there. And here he comes. The number 14 of Ogata slides up the racetrack right into the door of Helio Meza, and business is picking up for that final podium spot.
It sure did in turn 4. That translated into 1 and 2. Now they come through 3 and 4.
Michael Bumgarner trying to put the finishes on a great night here at Hickory Motor Speedway to get his first win of the night. Again, twin 40s as he comes out of turn number 4 across the stripe now. Michael Bumgarner is your winner here in race number 1, followed by Chase Dixon. As the Caramount Kia Soul Pace car has darted on the pit road, Cody DeMarmels and Gary Ledbetter leading the green down in the turn 1 now. Side by side, Ledbetter in that number 8, hanging high on the outside. Marshall Sutton drops back a little bit now as Mark Johnson tries to shoot in on him. The 55, he's thinking about making it 3 wide for P3.
Gary Ledbetter is going to lead that lap over Cody DeMarmels. This is a tough battle for the lead. You see the battle for P3 also shaping up. As you mentioned, Steve Smart and Trey Buff. Battle for the lead goes back into turn number 3. Cody DeMarmels on the preferred line, but Gary Ledbetter making that outside line work. He's going to lead both the first and second lap and lead the field back down into turn 1. You see Steve Smart stepping away, taking over that third place spot. As Trey Buff now battles on the outside of John Reynolds in the 55.
John Reynolds trying to drive under the 48 of Trey Buff at the moment. And that is the battle for P4. Battle for the lead heating up as it looks like Cody DeMarmels now having to concede just a little bit to Gary Ledbetter. These two guys probably some of the best street stock racers in the Southeast. Both cars with great equipment. As John Reynolds now will set his sights on the 16. The battle for the lead heating back up as DeMarmels and Ledbetter side by side again now.
This is a drag race for the P1 position. Gary Ledbetter is going to step out front on that outside line, but Cody DeMarmels not going to give the position away. They're still drag racing, Kel, down the backstretch. Into turn number 3, the 53 of Cody DeMarmels, looking to make something happen, but Gary Ledbetter is strong on that outside.
Mark Johnson with trouble in turn 4. As it looks like he had something lock up on the right front of that race car. Unfortunate turn of events for him. And it looks like he is dropping back fast. And here comes, wow, look at that. The 8 car sideways, dirt tracking it around turn number 4 there.
That's Gary Ledbetter. That'll give the lead to Cody DeMarmels in the 53, but Ledbetter sideways nearly went around in turn 4, was able to save the car. Now he drives hard back down into turn 3. Applies the bumper to Cody DeMarmels, and a caution on the speedway. That will be for the 13 machine of Mark Johnson.
Ledbetter to green. Steve Smart a little slow on the restart. Trey Buff gives him a shove, and that is going to cause a little bit of hectic accordion effect there at the back of the racetrack. But look at John Reynolds now to the podium.
John Reynolds moves up to P3. Cody DeMarmels stays out front with the lead. Gary Ledbetter falls back into P2. 22 laps to go here in this one with 8 laps on the board. And the 2024 track champion Cody DeMarmels steps out front.
Cody DeMarmels now out to about a 2-car length lead, coming fresh off of a get the final transfer, and he does. He's getting the fender in there right now, side by side. They both beat and bang out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway now into turn 3. Trey Buff wants it more as John Reynolds tries to switch back, and he will get there. Draw up alongside down in the turn 1. It's going to get dicey on the IHOP. 1 to go. Out of turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Cody DeMarmels will come to the win. Gary Ledbetter in second. Trey Buff trying to hang on to P3 through 3 and 4 for the final time at the stripe. It's going to be Buff.
Us to green. Helio Mesa going to see the green flag, and the field will go back down into turn number 1. 50 laps for the limited late model is underway.
Get 50 laps in round number 6 of the Paramount Kia Big Ten Challenge tonight. As Helio Mesa is able to flex out a little bit on the racetrack here. Still 2x2 further through the field.
Tyler Chapman still on the bottom. Great entry into the corner off of turn number 2, Kel. And this is just a drag race.
Yeah, drag racing down the front straightaway, and now it looks like Estelle, he's going to try the switchback, and this may be, oh, and they touch. He gets sideways. Estelle almost wads it up on the front straightaway, man. I don't know. Oh, and the 78's around sideways.
Carolina Cat caution, the first one of this race.
Green flag is out, 2x2, back down in the turns 1 and 2. Aiden King trying to hold fast on the outside, but just not able to stay up there and hang with Helio Mesa. As that battle is now raging back on for P3. Gregory is still now on the bottom side of Tyler Chapman. And that may change how that one works. Both of those cars get a little bit wiggly out of turns 1 and 2. Both of them still stay side by side. Neither one giving an inch down the back straightaway. And the battle on back in the 4th row. The 97 and the 66 getting it done.
Tyler figured out that corner kill, how to get a great run off of turn number 4. They've got us jumping around in the booth. This is the best race on the racetrack. Coming off of 2, you see the 51 stepping out front. That's Tyler Chapman. Gregory Estelle in the U2 back into turn 3, through turns 4. Watch the run. The 51 gets down the front straightaway. Pulls away. Corner entry is where Gregory Estelle reels him back in, but you see Tyler have a great corner. Here, Greg's going to get a run off of turn number 2, and they're still even. I can't even tell who's out in front down the back straightaway.
Yeah, both of these cars just side by side. Great racing action. Drag racing down the front straightaway. And they are putting on a clinic on how to race nice and clean, as both cars still a little bit sideways, still a little bit out of control, still battling for P3.
Now the 51's got a good edge over the U2 here as they come off of 4. He's going to take that spot away, kind of into the picture there. Now the U2, Gregory Estelle, and a shove into Billy Jack Lester, goes around in turn number 4. Gregory Estelle will be clipped in the right rear quarter panel.
Hands on your feet one more time. Chevrolet versus Toyota. And great restart once again by Helio Mesa as he's able to just drive away from the field. And really, the restarts, Helio Mesa has really excelled tonight. Tyler Chapman makes his way quickly past Zach Wells as Wells tries to put pressure back on him. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Helio Mesa bringing it to victory lane here tonight with Aiden King, Tyler Chapman, and Zach Wells.
Kel, we're in for a good race.
Charlie Neal leads them down to green as they both get back to the loud pedal. He and Josh Goebel run back down in the turns 1 and 2, side by side through all 3 rows. Here on lap number 1, Josh Goebel getting a little bit ahead of Charlie Neal. Charlie Neal going to use that inside, and man, they get laser tight.
Well, Charlie Neal ran really high there off of turn number 4. Ran Josh Goebel up pretty high. You see the same thing kind of happening down in turn 1 and 2. Now Ricky Denny may be looking for an opportunity down here as they go into turn number 3. A little bit of a shove there to the 2 car coming off of turn number 4. Charlie Neal is going to step out front and lead this lap. But Kel, this is shaping up nearly 3 wide there. Ricky Denny was looking low. Josh Goebel gets forced back to second. Now the battle for P2. Ricky Denny and Josh Goebel on the high side. Denny on the low side.
Wayne Cook almost lost it and coming out of turn 4 that last time, able to gather it back up, but he's going to be no factor tonight for the win as Charlie Neal brings it home on our 75th anniversary in the Super Trucks. 2x2, side by side, 2 Camaros lead them to green here for 44 laps here at America's most famous short track on our birthday night. Lainey Bice on the outside as she now gets the door slammed on her now. It stacks the field up behind her. The 17 right on her heels, and it's 3 wide. Blaine Harrison pushing the issue, and now he thought better of it, but he is right behind Skylar Cheney, and it gets him loose just a little bit. Blaine has to get out of it. Now it stacks the rest of the field up as Helio Mesa now on the back side of the 7.
Trying to figure out how to navigate up to the front. Blaine Harrison now makes the move. He's underneath the 17 of Cheney. They touch on the front straightaway, back down into turn number 1. Such close racing, Kel. They come off of turn number 2 down the back stretch and into 3. This is great racing. Akinori Ogata, one of the first to crawl his way up through the field. He's doing a great job. Michael Bumgarner, he's right where he started in position number 9.
Yeah, and that's not somewhere you're going to see him through the end of this one. He's going to move his way forward, but you can't afford to really take a lot of time. 40 laps goes by pretty quick if it stays green. But at the same time, you can't afford to just knock all these guys out of the way and use your front nose as a bull bar. Oh, and Bice way up the racetrack.
That was Blaine Harrison. A little bump in the middle of the corner, middle of 1 and 2. Blaine Harrison sends Bice to the top. A little bit of a bump, says, I'm coming around.
And now a battle for the lead. Akinori Ogata on Billy Snodgrass. This is the battle for the first position. Down the back straightaway now. Bonsai dropped to the bottom.
Middle of the corner, he's got him off turn number 4. Akinori Ogata from Japan to the point of Hickory.
Bumgarner is there now to within half a car length between he and Akinori Ogata. Ogata just 2 car lengths back to the 8. And it is getting dicey as now they're going to try to take the 8 on the high side. Will the 8 give way? He does not. White flag is out. IHOP 1 to go. How is the traffic going to get into this? Bumgarner gets into the back of Ogata. He gets him sideways, lets off the gas. It's going to be down in the turn 3.
He's got an opportunity right here in turn 3. Akinori up the track. Here comes the 97 off turn number 4.
Here comes the 97 Bumgarner with the win tonight. He just gets into the quarter panel. Wow, what a finish.